calm down. When Labour Party done the rule, when Labour Party done the rule, oh, Nigeria go better. When Labour Party done the rule, one more time. When Labour Party done the rule, when Labour Party done the rule, oh, Nigeria go better. When Labour Party done the rule, Labour Party, forward ever, Labour Party, forward ever. To the hand.
Labour Party, forward ever. Thank you, my national chairman. Without wasting time, we are going to be taking time. Fix your camera for a moment. I lay the high table of the next members in session, please. You can just give a small gap, just a small variation. Alhaji Umar Farouk are present. We have our deputy here present. Close to him is Franklin is the night. And I want to come to this special side. Yes. We have one of the prominent leaders of this party here present with us in this night. The most prominent youthful face in Labour Party stood and fought in the 2023 presidential election alongside the presidential candidate of that election in 2023. We have the 2023 first presidential. We also have one of the prominent directors, one of the prominent members of that presidential campaign council, Chief Uche is here with me, and Adekunle is here with us. And we have the mouthpiece of the party, the man that speaks and everywhere is shaking. We are begging him not to be speaking now. In the person of Dr. Chindo, Abdulrahman Chindo is also here with us. And my humble self, your own servant, your son, the leader of the youth, the beginning of Labour Party, President Julius.
Yes. Our national chairman, the national vice chairman, member of the NEC, and our election, Senator Datti Baba-Ahmed, our leader and elder in the party, Alhaji, and Dr. Atiku, member of the NEC, Mr. Chairman, sir, may you please take this honor to invite one of the state chairman and member of the NEC to second that this NEC meeting should proceed as convened. Please.
No, hold on. Where is Ghana?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, sir, having put the motion on notice for the proceeding of this NEC meeting, may I seek the indulgence and approval of NEC to allow the national chairman to proceed and read the communique of the meeting as agreed by NEC members. May I seek members to second this motion? Those who second the motion should say aye. Aye. Those who don't know should say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Party is a party, Nigeria. party con dey rule.
Labour Party
Ever,
forward ever.
backward never.
Thank you and God bless you. Please, for our party in the 2023 general election, Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed to the House and to this next meeting. I also want to quickly also use the privilege and this opportunity to also welcome all members of his team who have accompanied him to attend today's NEC. I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the National Working Committee members who are present in today's meeting. I want to welcome and appreciate all our state chairmen and our secretaries and all other stakeholders who have decided and created the time to be present in today's meeting. We decided to convene this meeting for us to put the record straight in respect, firstly, because of the meeting, purported NEC meeting that was called last week Friday by the governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Uti, wherein they tried to or renamed the illegal caretaker committee that was created some time ago in Abia State. Ordinarily, we wouldn't have responded to it, but because of the media attention that it attracted, and that's why we decided that it is good for us to speak mildly and put the records very, very straight. I also want to quickly, before I read the resolution adopted by this deck, to also make very few clarifications. Last week, I had a photograph shot with the FCT minister, and it attracted a lot of comments, a lot of misconception, a lot of talk about the photograph. And I felt now that we have this privilege of convening this meeting, it's an opportunity for me to make some very few remarks. I want to say, firstly and very clearly, that I'm a Nigerian. I live in FCT. And Nyesom Wike is the FCT minister. I have a right as a Nigerian to interface and interact with anybody, with any government officer in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The meeting is privileged and therefore was purely a private meeting. I also want to quickly say clearly that we have paid our dues in Labour Party. We have nurtured this party for many years. And by the grace of God, today, the party has become one of the biggest political parties in Nigeria under my watch. And I want to say that in my honor, I cannot compromise the integrity, the program, the ideology that this party represents. We'll continue to defend the program of the party. We'll continue to defend the ideology, the constitution, and the interest of the party. Wherever you see me, be rest assured that it is to protect and defend the interests of this party.
No doubt.
The interest of this party cannot be compromised for any reason under my watch. Some of us are not just doing the talk. We have walked the talk. And I'm sure you saw that play out in the 2023 general election. Under our watch, the party became the biggest. It has never happened in the history of this country. We made it to come about. It was under our watch. And therefore, we are ready to continue to promote the party. We are ready to continue to defend it. We are ready to continue to nurture it. We'll continue to promote it. We believe very strongly that Labour Party is the only party that is different from all others. And we have continued to show that very, very clearly. And I want to assure you that we'll continue to drive that process. Labour Party will still be different, and we are capable of using this platform to lead Nigeria to El Dorado in the very near future. Having said all of this, we have had our NEC meeting, and I will now proceed to quickly do we go through this resolution? I should just call him to. Okay. So I will now quickly go through the resolution of the meeting, and then we will now call on vice presidential candidates to make some few remarks, or probably if the NEC agrees, probably we allow him make some few remarks before we proceed to reading the resolution of the NEC, so that some of the issues he's going to raise, I will also have the privilege and opportunity to also put them in their proper perspective. So having said this, by way of my opening remarks, I want to yield the microphone to our own brother, our comrade, vibrant, articulate, who was the vice presidential candidate, who is still a major stakeholder in
my co-travelers, my leaders, state chairmen, secretaries, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the media force. Good afternoon to all of us. I am highly honored to be accorded the privilege of attending this important meeting. Labour Party is not a party to walk away from. The successes, the history that Labour Party of Nigeria has recorded is unique and unprecedented. We presented clear records and evidence of 10 million votes scored in the last election, thereafter reduced to 6.1 million votes. And for that, I still remain, Labour Party is not a party to walk away from. The act of state capture is a more onerous task than causing disunity and disaffection among and within political parties. After the tragedy of 2023, Nigeria was promised governance, yet we continued to experience unrelenting, underhand politics going on within the country, within the regions, between the regions, and within the parties. A lot of water, as they say, has passed under the bridge. I'm here as a loyal party member. I am here as a peacemaker, and I'm also here to reconcile divergent opinions. I'm very, very proud to say that I did attend meetings of a certain attempt for coalition in Nigeria. Morally speaking, if your neighborhood invites you to discuss the security, you must attend. However, if you attend and they discuss other matters besides that, you are at liberty to restore yourself to your former position. I have attended and I have listened to the coalition attempts, yet I still remain in Labour Party. I am not one to sleepwalk into any political arrangements. I call on all well-meaning politicians and members of Labour Party not to sleepwalk and allow themselves to be led into what they still are not comfortable with. I must say, in the past, a coalition was made. And in the past, a sitting Nigerian government was voted out. I note with pleasure that this is what we as Labour Party did in 2023 and what we are about to do again in 2027. I note again that the coalition genuinely plans and intends to vote out the misruling APC. However, the government that follows is even more important than the act of removing a government itself. A government was removed, and what followed after was disaster. So I'm saying that I, personally, am more of the opinion that it is the kind of government that we form that is more important to me, not just the act of removing the APC. Having said that, I'm here as a son of Labour Party with a unique intent to bring together all individuals, all persons that might not be on the same page now. I intend to bring all of us together. I intend to reconcile all divergent opinions in Labour Party, and this is what a leader should do. I recognize all that has happened. The Nenadi-led factions, the existing Barrister Julius Abure faction, and I recognize legally that what INEC is doing in relating with the Julius Abure faction. And I'm repeating that. I intend to bring everybody together to find a common solution to the problems that have been caused by those who promised governance and ended up politicking across the country and within political parties. And this I do devoid of any personal interest, devoid of any ambition, and devoid of any animosity to any group whatsoever. I am glad also to note that from the comments of my boss, His Excellency Governor Peter Obi, he still remains in the Labour Party. I intend to bring everybody together for us to sit down and again understand each other better and move forward. Having said all this, I want to hand back the microphone to His Excellency, the Chairman, Barrister.
Without much ado, I want to proceed to the resolution adopted at the end of the meeting of the National Executive Council of our party. Resolution adopted at the end of the National Executive Council NEC of Labour Party, held on Monday, 21st July 2025 at the National Secretariat, Abuja. The NEC meeting was attended by members of the National Working Committee, national officers of the party, our own Senator Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed, Vice Presidential Candidate of the 2023 general election, state chairmen and secretaries of our party, stakeholders, and all other co-opted members of the National Executive Council. At the end of the meeting, the following resolutions were approved and adopted. The NEC is sectioned after reviewing the purported NEC meeting held in Transcorp on Friday, the 18th of July, 2025, condemned the convenance of the meeting and thereafter disassociated itself and the party from the outcome of the so-called NEC meeting, where they renamed their illegal committee set up in Umuahia last year as Interim National Working Committee. NEC notes that no matter how illegality is decorated, no matter how illegality is redesigned, is renamed, it can never become legal. Renaming the Critical Committee as Interim National Working Committee of Labour Party does not remove its illegality. This sitting contravened the provisions of our Constitution by virtue of Article 14(4)(b). It is only the National Secretary, with the approval of the National Chairman of our party, who has the powers, who have the responsibility to convene any meeting of the organ. The meeting that was held last week also contravened the provision of Section 82(1)(2)(a) of the Electoral Act 2022, which provides as follows. 1, every registered political party shall give the Commission, INEC, at least 21 days notice of any convention, congresses, conference, or meeting convened for the purpose of merger and electing members of its executive committees and other governing bodies or nominating candidates for any of the elective offices specified under this Act. Such notice must be given by the National Chairman and National Secretary of the party. The Commission may, with or without notice to the political party, attend and observe the convention, congresses, conference, or meeting which is convened by a political party for the purpose of A, electing members of the executive committees or other governing bodies. NEC therefore disassociates itself from the meeting held on Friday. NEC section notes that there is no vacuum in the leadership of the party. The party has conducted its national convention in line with the party constitution, the Electoral Act, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the 27th of March 2024 at Tunewi, Anambra State, which has been validated by the Supreme Court in its judgment of 4th April 2025. Consequently, NEC in section therefore calls on the Honorable Chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to comply with the Supreme Court judgment and all other legal opinions that are presented before him. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, NEC in section hereby call on all Atimi members, supporters, and members of the general public to kindly disregard the so-called meeting and its outcome. NEC in section hereby reimpose confidence in the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure-led National Working Committee and urge all party members to continue to respect the leadership of the party and obey its lawful directives. NEC in session also approved the conduct of state, local government, and world congresses as may be scheduled by the National Working Committee in line with the party's constitution and other extant laws. NEC in session reiterates that Labour Party will not be part of any coalition for the 2027 general election. NEC believes that the coalition of 2023 is bigger than any other coalition. We will therefore rebuild, reconcile, and reconsolidate the gains of the 2023 general election. Labour Party is distinct in terms of its ideology, programs, philosophy, and manifestos, which has the answers to the socio-economic challenges of Nigeria. We can therefore not be tempted by joining any political spent forces that are fitter to squander the resources and opportunities of our nation. 10. NEC session commends Senator Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed for identifying with the leadership of the party and promise to participate in future elections in the party. I therefore want to conclude this address or this resolution by welcoming all our members to the meeting, and I wish you all a safe journey back to your various destinations. Thank you, and God bless you.
Labour Party is upon rule. Nigeria go better when Labour Party comes the rule.
Labour Party,
Forward ever,
forward ever.
backward never.
Well, we had earlier adopted this resolution in our in-house meeting. But for the purposes of the press, may I now request the chairman of Enugu State to move the motion for the adoption of this communique, and then we call on the FCT state chairman to second the motions. Okay, there's a protest in the House that we should get a woman to adopt or to second the motions. So we call on
having listened carefully as read by the national chairman of this party, the person of Dr. Julius Abure-led, becoming a race here, and having exhausted all that we need to do, I hereby move a motion for adoption of the said resolution as a working document. So I move.
One would have thought that the NEC will address some of your members' romance with the ADC coalition. And secondly, I would like to know, is the FCT senator still a member of Labour Party? And my question to His Excellency, sir, if by tomorrow the ADC coalition picks your principal as a presidential candidate for the coalition, will you join in? Will your principal be willing to run under the ticket of ADC? Thank you.
Would you be picking the ticket for the Labour Party? That's my question. We cannot listen. Then, my chairman, sir. Thank you. So my question to you, Chairman, is the same last week I asked a question that if peradventure, because when I asked the question, that was when they actually said they also want you back into the fold, that they would rather have you back into the fold. So if peradventure, they say, okay, you have to work with the interim national chairman that, that they now have to arrival. Hold on, sir.
Dead on arrival. It's not a question of arrival. It's not a question of arrival. Rephrase it.
So would you be willing to work with them? Thank you.
Labour Party. Well, every Nigerian has a right to fraternize with any group, with any political party of his choice. It is a right that is guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And therefore, whoever feels that they want to fraternize with any group, the choice is theirs. But the constitution of the party is also very clear. And the constitution of Nigeria is equally clear that you cannot belong to two political parties at the same time. In fact, the Bible said you cannot be hot and cold at the same time. And so the answer is simple. Those who are romancing, we are watching them. And at an appropriate time, the party organs will decide what will happen. The second part of the question is whether the FCT senator is still a member of the party. I think she will be in a better position to answer that question. So I will join that you look for her, find her, and ask her if she's still a member of the party. So I think these are the two questions that are for me. Okay, the third one was the one that was asked by... Well, like we have said in our communique, we have been in this party for years. We have piloted the affairs of this country, of this party. We have grown the party. We rose from the ranks and eventually got to the level that we are in this party. This party believes in legality. We believe in the letter and spirit of our party constitution. We believe in the letter and spirit of the Nigerian constitution. I want to say very clearly that legality does not give way for illegality. The courts have stated clearly that the party is supreme, that issues of leadership are internal affairs of the party, and by virtue of that, reaffirmed the constitution of the party and reaffirmed the leadership that was elected by members of this party in 2024 at Inewi, which produced the current leadership of this party. You will agree with me that the so-called group are not only illegitimate, they are illegal. And therefore, legality cannot give way for illegality. We are therefore using this opportunity to say that our doors are open. And I want to put the question in a better perspective. I think the question should go to them, that they should sheathe their sword and come back to the house. If they come back and apologize, we are ready to forgive them, because we believe that there is no victor. So we'll forgive them and work with them. Thank you and God bless you.
I would gently say or gently observe that it's rather premature. To the best of our knowledge, His Excellency Governor Peter Obi, my boss, the 2023 presidential aspirant, is still a member of Labour Party. He attended, just like I did, the talks of coalition. A coalition is not a political party, and he has not become a member of ADC. This is to the best of my knowledge. So what you're asking is, in theory, if he does get the ticket in ADC, and in theory, I will tell you, when we get there, we will decide. My friend, you are saying if there is a crack, there is no crack. And by the grace of God Almighty, there will never be a crack between me and Peter. We are solidly together. In fact, it is easier to break the head of APC than to break, than for a crack to exist between us. I'm here, if you recall, I stated clearly that as a loyal member to a party that has achieved what in Nigerian political history no party has. What we proved, they have not done it before, unprecedented. This party is one not to be abandoned.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
We must remember the good that Labour Party brought to Nigeria. Continue to keep in our minds the promise that Labour Party has for Nigeria, now to 2027, 2027, and beyond. And I made it abundantly clear that I wish to reconcile all parties. This is what an unambitious and loyal member of a party will do, and that is what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
You are a leader. That's it. You are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader. That's it. You are a leader. That's it. You are a leader. You are a leader. That's it. You are a leader. Yusuf. You are a leader. Every time. You are a leader.
Nobody
can bring us down.
Nobody.
Our target is that in 2027, a Labour Party.
Nigeria go better when Labour Party come dey rule. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our own. Nigeria go better when Labour Party come dey